An MQ-9 Reaper drone operating in an active conflict zone acquires a weapons-grade targeting lock. The target is non-aerodynamic. It looks like a mushroom or a lenticular disc flying low over the desert. This capture occurred along the Syrian-Jordanian border, adding to a growing catalog of global military intercepts involving objects operating outside known physical parameters. While military systems record impossible physics in real time, civilian scientific consensus remains stalled, structurally isolated from the very data streams captured by these platforms. Over the last several years, high-ranking intelligence officials and defense whistleblowers have staked their security clearances and their careers on testifying under oath about these specific captures. To understand why the scientific community is largely sidelined, we have to evaluate pristine military sensor data against the institutional architecture specifically designed to sequester it. Central to this architecture is an alleged unacknowledged Special Access Program known as Immaculate Constellation. According to whistleblower reports, this program serves as the hidden collection node for high-fidelity UAP imagery and intelligence. The UAP mystery persists through a highly engineered, legally enforced epistemological blockade, a system specifically designed to ensure military sensor data remains inaccessible to civilian science. The MQ-9 Reaper drone is a weapons-grade platform. Its sensors are designed to guide munitions with absolute precision, meaning they generate objective, multi-modal data. They are built to resist optical illusions or weather-induced sensor noise. When this platform tracks a lenticular object over Syria, it is recording a physical profile that entirely lacks wings, rotors, or conventional flight control surfaces. To categorize these targets, the UAP Disclosure Act established 6 observables. First is instantaneous acceleration, moving from a stop to high velocity without inertia. Second is hypersonic velocity, traveling between Mach 40 and 60 absent a thermal exhaust signature. Third is transmedium travel, transitioning seamlessly from space into the ocean without losing structural integrity. A standard conventional jet breaking the sound barrier creates a massive thermal bloom from friction and propulsion, along with a violent acoustic shockwave. Moving at Mach 40 with zero thermal bloom or acoustic shock defies standard aerodynamics. An object executing these maneuvers should burn up from atmospheric friction or tear itself apart from the G-forces. Because highly calibrated weapons platforms are regularly checked against sensor failure, capturing these metrics indicates a breakthrough in propulsion engineering. It is physical evidence that demands rigorous civilian scientific scrutiny. A prevalent assumption within academia is that high-quality UAP data simply does not exist. This assumption creates a stigma that stifles institutional research funding and prevents broad scientific engagement. Civilian science solves these physical mysteries when researchers are provided with raw, multimodal variables. This NASA report analyzes the Navy Go Fast video. Utilizing trigonometry and visible sensor parameters, like elevation angle and aircraft altitude, researchers calculated the exact flight path. The math proved the object moved only 40 miles per hour. The impression of extreme speed was merely the parallax effect, an optical illusion created by the jet's own high velocity. This analysis was possible because the raw variables were visible on the display. When data is redacted or withheld, researchers face data attrition. Without intact EXF metadata, precise GPS coordinates, and multi-sensor corroboration, peer review stalls. Peer-reviewed science is capable of demystifying UAPs, but it is structurally starved of the pristine, unredacted data required to do the math. If the military is capturing high-fidelity UAP data on platforms like the MQ-9 Reaper, we have to look at how the intelligence community manages that data once it leaves the battlefield. Highly sensitive information is often routed into an unacknowledged Special Access Program, or USAP. Legally, a USAP is designed so strictly that its very existence is classified, allowing it to operate without standard congressional oversight. Whistleblowers allege that Immaculate Constellation operates as an active USAP. Its specific purpose is to act as the central collection repository for UAP imagery, signal data, and human intelligence. When field sensors record an anomaly exhibiting the 6 observables, that pristine data stream is routed directly into the heavily classified framework of Immaculate Constellation. Once the data hits that firewall, the pipeline to Congress and civilian scientific bodies is completely severed. This hidden reservoir of intact data stands in sharp contrast to the government's public-facing initiatives, like the Pursue rolling document releases. The Pursue files consistently comprise unresolved cases involving low-resolution optical artifacts, heavily compressed digital files stripped of metadata, and subjective artist renderings. Selective low-fidelity public disclosures generate intrigue, while programs like Immaculate Constellation act as legal black holes, withholding the verifiable data required for the scientific method. Maintaining this strict compartmentalization internally across thousands of cleared personnel requires a potent enforcement mechanism. A recently declassified Department of Defense Inspector General report documents exactly how the security apparatus manages internal reporting. The report centers on a whistleblower reprisal investigation. An intelligence official made protected disclosures to the Inspector General. Shortly after, the Consolidated Adjudications Facility abruptly revoked their top-secret clearance and removed access to compartmented programs. Internal communications reveals structural confusion. Personnel questioned the whistleblower's actions, writing, "On what grounds does he have a whistleblower case? Where is whistleblowing?" The emails reveal officials hesitating over the timing, noting they didn't want the optics to be terrible, while actively issuing instructions to delay sending the revocation letter. The Inspector General ultimately concluded the reprisal complaint was unsubstantiated, citing unrelated misconduct. However, the whistleblower appealed the revocation, presented mitigating evidence, and had their clearance fully restored by a unanimous vote. The bureaucratic whiplash of this process reveals how the security clearance system can be weaponized. It serves as a blunt instrument to disrupt careers, temporarily silence reporting, and keep legacy UAP programs completely insulated from external scrutiny. The current UAP landscape presents a sharp contradiction. We possess the weapons-grade sensor technology to capture hypersonic, transmedium anomalies accelerating without inertia, yet we lack the legal framework to analyze what we are recording. On one side of the firewall sits a pristine, multi-sensor intelligence feed. On the public side sits a wall of heavy redactions, compressed imagery, and artist renderings. The legal and bureaucratic barriers surrounding these captures now pose a greater challenge to scientific advancement than the physics of the objects themselves. Unacknowledged programs guarantee that the most significant aerospace and sensor data recorded by the military remains sequestered from the civilian scientists trained to understand it. If the pristine sensor data required to advance our understanding of physics is structurally sequestered behind unacknowledged special access programs, can the scientific method ever truly function outside the walls of the military-industrial complex?